Hit it.
And now, Jay Thomas News with breaking news. And when news breaks, we fix it. And now the news with Jay Thomas. And the news, along with Cece McCece and her famous intro. Biff Bunyan with the weather, and Katie Von Crystal Katie with a spotlight on spotlights. And now, with no further delays, interruptions, waiting, or more delays, here is Jay Thomas and breaking, now repaired news. Take it away, Jay.
Take it away. Take it where, Biff Bunyan?
And now, from a secret location outside of Hooker, Oklahoma, nestled in our DEFCON 1 priority bunker, safely ensconced hundreds of feet below the fruited plains where America grows her amber waves.
We can't be kidnapped.
Articulating profundities with humor and perspicacity seldom heard between these purple mountains' majesty. It's the Jay Thomas Show, with your humble host, Jay Thomas.
Thank you, Alex. And we can't be kidnapped in our safety bunker. No way. Gentlemen, it is day 10 of the Nancy Guthrie saga. Day 10, and now there are recriminations and suppositions and all sorts of stuff. There's just guessing. There's finger pointing. We've gone from poking around in the septic tank, which is bad enough, to putting up billboards in like 4 or 5 states: Texas, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, California, I think, and any states in between. Anyway, from Houston to L.A. and all the states in between, they are putting up billboards with Nancy Guthrie's face, and 1-800-CALL FBI, and she weighs 150 pounds. We know that. I'm sure she'll really thank them for that, right? She gets out, she should slap the next person immediately she sees. Well, women don't like to give away their weight. What? Well, she's 150 pounds. That's what it says. That's what the sign says. I didn't say it. I didn't say it was a ridiculous weight. I said that's what she weighs. So, along with the finger pointing, well, let's go to this guy. Okay, this is Randy Sutton, and he is a retired Las Vegas police lieutenant, and I've never seen him before, but he actually had something interesting to say this morning on Fox News, America's Newsroom. Here it is. Here's what he had to say.
Demands, and then the videos that have been released by the family. I don't think there were any direct communications ever, and this, of course, leads to me surmising that this was never a real ransom demand to begin with, because if you're talking about a true ransom kidnapping, then there are communications that take place. Now remember, they have purportedly they have Mrs. Guthrie, right? If they have her, that means they have a means of communication to the family. They have emails, they have telephones. They didn't choose to use any of that. Now that tells me that this ransom was, I'm going to call it a red herring.
See, they're now saying that this infers that this wasn't a kidnapping in the first place, that it's a cover-up for another crime. And there's surmising going on. I get it, but it's interesting. Then listen to this. This is from Fox News also, Fox News Digital. And listen to this. Listen what the between the it's not hatred, but they're not getting along. Listen to this.
Here is the Fox News Digital reporting. It reads federal agents arrived in Tucson last week to an icy welcome amid a harrowing search for Nancy Guthrie. Law enforcement sources described a delay in local cooperation with federal investigators, with days going by before they let them into the fold.
Okay, so the Sheriff Akimbo, he didn't want the FBI there. He wanted the spotlight. He thought he could handle this. But according to Lieutenant Sutton, retired Las Vegas police, this has all been a ruse. It is a scam. I know what I said yesterday, that it's not a scam. Hey, look, Cece is reminding me that I said that this so far I haven't been right on any of this. You thought it was a scam. Yeah, you did. You thought it was a red herring. That's right. It's a red herring, a straw man, a scam. I know. That's what you said before. You said that you think. I'm not going to say who you think did this. I could get sued. I think I can get sued. I don't know, but it rhymes with Romasio. I don't know who is that. I haven't done a deep dive on him, but he looks pretty suspicious. So it could be. Now, but I'm still going with the email because the Sheriff Akimbo, Nance, is it Nance? Okay, whatever. Nance, Sheriff, the Pima County Sheriff, came out and he said that they received an email, remember? And it cannot be tracked. So that's how I'm still, if that is true, I'm saying it came from within the house. Well, no. Well, now this guy says there never was any communication. There just isn't. So that's where we're at, people. We are at, and day 10, we're at the point where they went from poking around in the sewer, out there with a pole, jabbing around there trying to see if there was a body in the sewer. I'm sorry, but that's what it was. Yeah, what do they think they were looking for? Well, they had a big, like a manhole cover out. They took the manhole cover off and they tossed her in. Well, she wasn't there. So they went from that to now billboards, and that's a downgrade. And you haven't heard anything from anybody. The only thing is poor Savannah Guthrie got out there and, again, pleading for her mother. And that's it. That's all. That's where we're at. But well, what about the Bitcoin wallet? Who created the Bitcoin wallet? You should be able to track that. We have a Bitcoin wallet out there, and no one knows if they delivered $6 million to it or not. And everybody shut up about that. Everything is shoosh shoosh and hush hush. And no, well, I don't know. No one's saying. She's asking. Cece's asking if they said anything about the $6 million. No, no one said anything about the $6 million. No one's even brought it up. I haven't seen anybody really bring it up except by saying, "Hey, it wasn't wasn't paid." No, that's what they're saying. That's what I don't know who it is. Look, there's so many people saying so much crap. I can't. It's driving me nuts. I can't keep. I purposely am not watching that woman. I can't take it. I really can't. But everybody, they're still out in front of the house. They're still showing the top of the house. They're still showing the beautiful roof. That's a very good roofing job, by the way. They're showing the beautiful roof of the house and the front of the house and the other daughter's house, which again, what I'm saying is that's some suspicious shrubbery that she has there. Who has that kind of shrubbery? Maybe dig up her yard, check out, see if she's buried there. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's like the movie Rear Window. They buried the head in the hedges. I'm not saying they chopped off her head. I'm saying that maybe she's buried in start digging up the other daughter's yard. But they've gone everywhere. They've gone on top of the roof and underneath the house and in the sewer and all around every bush. They've pestered the neighbors. They shine their lights at night, which really must piss off the neighbors. I wondered if the neighbors had, here's the thing. Do you think the neighbors had a Super Bowl party? Wouldn't that be like gauche? Your neighbor's missing, but you're going to have a Super Bowl I mean, what do you have a Super Bowl party and you're celebrating Bad Bunny or, Stupid Bunny, and you're celebrating Super Bunny over there and your neighbor's missing, and you're all, making hot dogs and burritos because it's international and you're having fun, and there's your poor 84-year-old neighbor possibly in the sewer. And you're partying. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be. I don't think I could. It's like, I don't think we have we have to cancel the party, everybody. But I bet they didn't. They're that snooty. The snooty neighbors with no lights. So that's where we're at. We're nowhere closer to finding this poor woman. And that's 12 minutes of your life that just went by. I've had, so far, on air, I think I have about an hour and a half of my life taken out of my life for this. Search for missing Nancy Guthrie and enters its 10th day. Billboards go up. Campaign aims for a crucial piece of information. Really? I thought maybe the billboards are saying, hey, just give us a call and talk to us because we're lonely. What the hell? Of course they're aiming for crucial pieces of information, you boobs. All right. We have a thing we have to do this morning. It's an emergency that popped up yesterday, so we'll try to be back. I'm going to do a thing on AI. And if you don't think you're going to miss, I'm telling you, you're going to miss a lot of things, and I'm sorry. We're going to do this thing. The first thing to go with AI is going to be something, and I'll get to it later on. We have a opening for that, right? Okay. And we're going to do that later. Also, we hope we can say that Nancy Guthrie has been found, but we won't be back until after 1, 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'll put it like that. I don't know what time that is in Arizona time. I don't know. Arizona has its own time thing. Yeah, they don't have. No, they don't have daylight savings time. Lunch time. They don't have any time. I don't know. They have Arizona time. They don't have Tulsa time. So, all right. Well, we will be back after we finish this, and we'll get to our AI segment. But again, pray for this poor woman, and hopefully she'll be back soon. Or found. Something has to happen here. What? I'm not going to say who you think it is. I'm just not going to say it. But, I mean, it might be. It's looking more and more shady that maybe it was a false flag, a head fake. What else can we say there is? Yeah. A cover-up. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe she is. I don't want to think about it because it's really sort of disturbing. So, again, pray for her safe return, and we'll be back. Where did that go? Where did it go? There it is. We'll be back. Oh, Sakamoto days. I'm hooked on this show. I'll talk to you about that later on. Okay, have a good morning. We'll be back after we take care of our little emergency here.